Hello fellow Hunters of the Blue and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to address the real issue Warhammer fans are facing. The glaring omission of nipples in modern Space Marine armor. As you can see, I am not afraid to tenderly touch the most controversial topics. For some strange reason, the glorious pectoral protrusions are being erased from our beloved Renaissance LARPing space vampires, and that's unacceptable, so I'm going to show you an easy way to sculpt them back onto your miniatures. That means I get to bring my sculpting tools out, and that's great because I really miss making sculpting videos. Sculpting is such a fun and relaxing hobby, and now you can also start your sculpting journey with today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is a community full of passionate people passionate about teaching others, and people passionate to learn new things. Skillshare is full of thousands of amazing classes in any topic you can think of, like one of my true passions, sculpting. From classes on classic sculpting to the amazing topic of digital sculpture, you too can start your journey in this incredible hobby. Why not trying your first 3D sculpt, Blender 3.0 by Pixel 3D. This is one of the best digital sculpting tools I've ever seen for beginners, and Blender is free and open source, so there is no excuse not to start your sculpting journey with Skillshare. On top of that, Skillshare now offers learning paths that are a series of curated classes designed to help you master a specific skill, like Explore acrylic painting, as an absolute beginner. Skillshare is the largest online learning community full of creatives. This summer, invest in yourself, starting a learning journey on Skillshare to explore your creativity and find new passions. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. So thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and let's get cracking. So this is the real issue in the hobby. We are losing the nipples on our miniatures, and I want to bring them back. Of course, I don't have the new Blood Angels yet, they haven't come out yet, we just saw the announcement, but I have a good replacement, a Stormcast. Essentially, they are basically the same. We have nice pecs, nice chest, and no nipples, and I want to give him nipples. I want to give him big, juicy nipples. For that, before we start, I need to make a special nipple tool. You thought I was kidding, but I am not. We're going to use a mechanical pencil. You essentially want the simplest one you can find, which is not this one. This is one of the retractable ones. You see that the tip comes out and it retracts when it has no graphite rod in it. So this is really good if you want to use this as a mechanical pencil, but it's useless for our purpose. So if you can get one that is not retractable, like the most basic, cheapest mechanical pencil, that's what you want, but I couldn't find any. But I'm going to show you how you can make one out of a regular mechanical pencil. So what we want is the little retractable thing here that it's inside. There you go. It's easier from the front. Like that. This is the tool that we want. It's just a perfect nipple making tool. But this is a little uncomfortable to use. You can use it like this, but I actually prefer to, make my own comfortable tool. So grab the shittiest brush you can find. In my case, is this Army Painter one, which is, believe it or not, is new. Look at that tip. Fantastic. So what I'm going to do is Frankenstein this into a tool. I think what I'm going to try and do is remove the ferrule from the brush and glue this on top. That might be a little... Oh, no, it wasn't difficult at all. Nothing was lost there. Now we just have to glue this on the very front. This usually has a little bit of a glue coating here. So if we can, scrape that off, that would be ideal. I have my trusty box cutter, just scraping this so we have pure wood. And clean, like that. And then just a little bit of super glue. And we have a tool. What I will do later, once I'm done with this, so we destroy 2 tools to make the shittiest looking tool in the world, but this is exactly what we want. The glue is mostly dry, but I reinforced it with some baking soda to make like the super glue really strong, but I still don't trust it, and I personally don't like to work with tools that I don't trust. So I'm going to do the putty reinforcement right now and leave it 24 hours to fully dry and cure and have a solid working tool. Some water in our fingers so it doesn't really stick. There we go. Nice and uniform. And I'm just going to wrap this around, trying to make sure. There you go. Press it really well. No water to begin with, because I want the best adhesion possible. And we just want to make this joint secure, essentially. This doesn't have to look good. The idea is for this tool to last forever. And it might look like shit, and it does, but it's going to be exactly what we want. It's going to be a solid and reliable tool for our arsenal. Most sculptors do this. This is make their own tools. Like, it's the most common thing, because you sometimes want something so specific that the only way to achieve it is to make your own tool. And this is what we're going to do now. There you go. So now it's a matter of leaving this to cure, and we will have a nice nipple making tool. Very cool. So, congratulations, you just made your first sculptor tool, which I do consider like a rite of passage to be like a traditional sculptor. As I said, everyone has its own tools, and we all make our tools as we find a need for them. And I know this video is made in a humorous way, but the truth is this is a really useful tool, and tool that I really wanted to have. I am really happy with this, and we're going to sculpt some nipples. So the first thing we have is to mix a little bit of green stuff. And I do like green stuff for this. It just has the right properties for nipple sculpting. And we need some kind of tool to put it onto the model. I like to usually put my putty on my thumb, so it's really easy to access and, you know, take it what I wanted. And we really don't need much. Even though we're going to do some juicy nipples, we really don't need a lot of putty. So the first step is just going to be wetting my tool very slightly, because we don't want a super wet tool for this. The key is that the putty sticks very well to the model. That means that we need as little water between the putty and the model itself, and then we will add water on top so the tool doesn't stick to it. So a little bit of water, not much. We're going to part with a small section of this putty, make a little ball with our fingers, just like this, and I'm going to put this where I want my nipples to be, like that. Now I'm going to wet my tool slightly and press it well and firmly against the area we want the nipple to be, just like that. We're going to take our nipple tool, just submerge the tip into a little bit of water and press it in the middle of our disc. just like that. Not bad. Now we just have to remove the excess putty around our nipple, and we will end up with the perfect nipple. So just very carefully. Work your way around the nipple. There you go. The perfect nipple. Look at that. It looks actually really good. So, as you can see, we've done this for a nipple because it's funny, but this is the perfect ribbon making tool. This is how I would make ribbons if I had to make, like, imagine doing all of the ribbons for this Stormcast by hand, or for a Space Marine if you want a more grim, dark look. This is how you would do it. So let's do the second nipple. Very important when you're doing nipples that they look symmetrical. If you're having issues like I am with the putty sticking to the model, that can happen. What you have to do is mix more of the yellow into the mix. Mine is a little bit blue rich, and you probably want a little bit more yellow. Yellow makes it more stickier. So if you add a touch more yellow into the mix, you will get a stickier putty, and that's what we want for this application because it's such a small detail. But I already have it mixed, and I'm going to work with it. So I'm going to put it and spread it. You want even thickness compared to the other side, because we don't want one nipple to be larger, like longer than the other. And now, trying to make it symmetrical, I'm going to press, slight twist. There you go. Now it's just a matter of being very careful, and with a sharp tool that you have good control with, we just remove the excess putty, getting ourselves two big, juicy nipples. Not bad. They are quite symmetrical too. This is maybe a little bit too towards the center. Let me see if I can move my nipple to a better position. Yeah, much better now. So this is it. I know this has been done as a joke, but I truly think that it looks better with the nipples. And not only that, but this is a super useful trick if you want to sculpt rivets on your miniatures, and with just by using a handmade tool with a cheap mechanical pencil and a cheap disposable brush. Okay, I know this video has been a bit goofy, but it was honestly so much fun to make, and I think that it's quite useful if you like to customize your minis or get a bit into the mind and workflow of classic miniature sculptors, or just to have a bit of a laugh, I guess. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget that if you like my videos and want to help me make them, you can follow me on social media. You have the links to all my social media in the description below and in the pinned comment of this video. Share and like this video, but most importantly, there is Patreon and channel members. Patrons and members allow me to do all the cool videos that I want to make, and most importantly, they allow me to release them for free here on YouTube. Perks include access to an amazing Discord community full of lovely people, access to many more Patreon exclusive videos, and now also private one-on-one online tutorings. Help me and join the list of the coolest persons in the planet, including Daniel McCormack Smelt, Adam McGrade, Mac Angry, Max G, Dave Griffith, Victor, Michael Sullivan, Corey Trickler, Pip-Boy, Lugubrious Cramhorn, Derek VW, Aredrus, John Michael Harkness, Soil Sijafet, Emilio Nguix, 3Gs, Marco Paratzik, James Coplin, Rogelio Thomas, Geek Daddy, Wandering Paria, Steve Fane, Quita and Go, TTSS Productions, Jay Huber, Minis by Ep, Benjeline, Emily Queen of Love, Nicholas Davis, Agon David, Pablo Cuesta, Benjamin Barbet, Pumpkin Hill, Chris Black, Jacob, Matthias Babiuk, Andrei Michensko, Aaron Miller, Jake Stein, Stefan Zimmerman, Andrew Walden, Tom, Dr. Mike, Martin Revera, Shishwal, PJM, David Ridey, Matt Wallace, Mark Carter, Hendrick, Chester Ross, Tyler Hughes, Chris Gilroy, Allman Gaming, Spacey Joe, Mark Watson, Hamish Donald, Matthew Lang, Star Wars Stavro, Mark G, Mike Regueira, Romain Ars Miniatura, Just Rex, Dr. Cafaver, Angelos Alexos, Des, Josep Nicole Ancona, Mark Velencoop, Felix Franke, Aaron Bernstein, Daniel Ramin, Bowsy, Terry Denham, Planche, Tony, Biom, Howard Holdville, Stephanie Old, Richard St. Pierre, Michael Wakeman, Stefan Rockford, Royal Nilsson, Oscar Jonathan Thornberg, Nin Nguyen, Dan Mako Cristalios, Bartosz Badensky, Kevin Mian, Darcy Farrar, Matthews Maximus, Javi Mota, Eamon Patton, Adam Thaxton, Heather Amster, Mark Atkinson, Majar Fergal, Jeff Simpson, Christoph Moret, G-Force, Dr. V, Leonard Lindemann, Kieran Murther, Andrew Dyer, and Kevin Sulas. And that's for me. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!